Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today we got the announcement that Cloverfield 2 is going to be a thing. Even though we already had it. Twice.
We had a couple of Cloverfield movies, didn't we?
Right. We had 10 Cloverfield Lane. We had that Paradox one from Netflix that actually had him in it, which was cool. The other one didn't, but it kind of like ties into like that universe.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of cool in a way. I actually enjoyed that movie. A lot of people didn't.
10 was good. The Paradox one was different. I didn't mind it, but it was different. But this is like an actual, like, hard sequel to Cloverfield. Which, I'm actually pretty pumped for that. The only thing that sucks is the only news that we have of it is it's not going to be a found footage movie.
Meaning?
Well, the first movie is a found footage movie. So this one's going to be more like
a actual movie. It won't be
shaky camera. But I like the shaky camera.
Nobody
likes that. That's what made the first Cloverfield movie so like original. Is you got to actually see it from the people's perspective.
No,
the destruction from below. It helps to make the scale of the monster, and it made everything more epic. And then they're doing stuff and going through the rubble.
Nauseous. Cool. No.
It was kind of scary in a way.
No, it made me nauseous. It was disgusting.
Stop being a baby and take some Adderall. Whatever it's called.
Oh, the seasickness stuff?
Yeah, the stuff for motion sickness.
Motion sickness. There you go.
When we go for long car rides. Just take that and enjoy the movie.
What the hell she got to take medicine to ride in the car for?
Because if she reads or something in the car, she gets sick.
You know what would make her not sick being in a car? When you're going on the highway, just her out of the car.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't make any issues.
There you go. Problem solved.
Get back home and her mom's like, hey, where's Jessica? I haven't seen her in a few days. She went on vacation.
She got out of the car.
But anyways. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it, though. So that's not really much to talk about other than there's just a Cloverfield 2 coming out, which is cool. What are some things you would like to see come out of this, though? Like, what would you like to see be, like, the movie about?
I know we can't get an origin, because it might be a little too early for that. But I want to see what the monster actually is. Like, a full-blown detail. Because we know it's got those, like, parasites that fall off of it.
Well, at the end of Cloverfield, you get a good shot. But it'd be kind of cool to see, because that was a baby, if, like, when it becomes an adult, how much of it actually changes. Because in the Paradox one, you know that Cloverfield gets bigger.
Goes above the sky. Yeah, he goes above the clouds.
And it looks similar, but it'd be kind of cool to see how that happens.
I want to see like a Pacific Rim kind of story, like where did it come from? Like why? Who, what, where, when, and why? And then you can just go from there more. Keep adding.
Yeah, because that's going to be the weird thing, right? Is because it takes place, like, now.
Yeah.
So, and they couldn't really combat it. So with the sequel, are they going to find a way to actually kill it?
And killing it, what happens?
Right? Is there going to be more that shows up? And we already know it's going to get bigger. Because that's the other thing, too. Because if they make a sequel, is it going to kind of retcon?
Yeah.
In a sense. Which that would be odd.
I want to see where military got that thing from.
What thing?
The Cloverfield monster.
If I remember my backstory for it correctly, it wasn't the military. It was like a mining company.
Mining company?
After it kind of crashed into the water. And then they woke it up. And that's...
So did it fall out of skies?
Well, it came from the sky, and then the mining company found it. They woke it up, and then it went rah, 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 rah through Statue of Liberty's head.
Oh my god, I want to watch the movie now, all of them, but I feel like I would get nauseous watching those movies.
Only one's found footage?
Yeah, the other ones are just sickening.
Ouch. The second one's a really good suspenseful movie but it's depressing about how it really ties in, because it was just like, it's alien, alright, cool. I did enjoy that the guy wasn't really lying, but he was still kind of crazy.
He just wanted to smell her hair. That's all. It's hilarious when she finally makes it out. Oh, he wasn't lying.
You're right. He's like, ah, shoot. Maybe I wasn't alright with the crazy. Was it? Like I said, the Paradox one was just weird. But I did like how it, like, sort of ties in.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are just, like, tie-ins, and it was, like, a tease that it was a tie-in, but people still watch it because it was a tie-in, you know, so...
I just like it when she's coming back, and they're like, don't come back, and she's like, yeah, and things like, blah. This is how it ends. I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
It was
So I'm
great.
kind of interested to see how we got, like, because that's pretty much where, like, this movie, I feel like, would have to be, is in between where Paradox ended and Cloverfield happened. Because we gotta kind of see how it gets to be that big, and, like, what are the ramifications for it.
Yeah, because, I mean, we're talking about this monster is so big that people have to make a parallel universe to live in it. Because the first universe is...
So that I think would be kind of interesting. Then if, like, maybe we actually get more monsters in it.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
you'd
something else
imagine,
that shows
because
up?
if there's one, there's got to be more.
Because there's got to be some kind of escalation, right? It can't just be, like, the same single monster, but, like, we're still trying to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because if anything, I could almost see them maybe doing... It's a sequel, but it still, like, takes place during that same time.
Mm-hmm.
Is the other option I could see them doing, where you, like, maybe get, like, some teasers or stuff, like, implanted that... So, like, you might see the same characters from that first movie
You know, they
kind of
might
showing up.
they might try to, like, tie in all of those teasers into, like, the one big old thing.
Yeah, because it'd be like you get the military perspective,
Yeah.
which I still wish would be found footage in a way, because I still think that'd be kind of cool.
So, wait, does that mean that we'll actually learn the origins of, like, the second one where there's aliens? Why is there aliens?
Well, it just has parasites on it. Like, they're just what it came with.
Or maybe those are the...
But it'd be interesting, like, what kind of planet does that thing come from?
That's what I mean. Is there, like, people that control it? Like...
Or is it kind of like Starship Troopers, where, like, they lob the things at the planet, so maybe, like, the monster was, like, shot into space to go, like, just
Go kill her.
terrorize something?
The shout
Would
out
be
the
kinda
baby.
cool.
It's like, Superman. Yeah.
Pretty much was.
You never know. There's a lot of opportunities here.
Yeah. But pretty excited for it. Plus, hopefully it gives us... they put out that old action figure. I really could use a reissue of that.
Why, you don't want to pay that price, Steve?
No. I remember somebody was going to sell me one for $400, and I kind of regret it.
Jesus.
Because it's hard to get that figure and the box, because the box actually was, like, it opens up into the city.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked as a display, and it's super cool, and I wish I would have got it.
No, that was something that should have been bought when it first came out, Steve. It's that
Yeah, but I wasn't collecting that much at the
I
time.
know.
And it wasn't exclusive even then.
simple. Even then, it was like $200-300.
I want to say it was like about $100.
I thought it was like 200, like $199.
I don't think it was that bad. Because he's not that big. Like, he's big, but he ain't that big. I think next to, like, the 24-inch long Godzilla, he's about the same size.
Hmm.
I think. I've never actually had one in hand. So I'm pretty sure if I would have seen one in person to buy, I probably would have bought it. But I digress. But it'd be cool. Maybe some other companies maybe might have their hand in it. Because this would kind of give an opportunity for, like, maybe NECA to do one. Like, NECA to make a Clover.
Maybe.
Which would be kind of cool. Because I think it was Hasbro made that one. I know it was, like, a popular toy company. I think it was Hasbro. But anyways, that's pretty much all I really got to talk about for this movie. What was the other thing you wanted to mention? I forgot.
Oh, Del Toro wants to make
Oh, the Pacific Rim crossover.
Yeah.
With kind of like Godzilla vs. Kong vs. Pacific Rim. Which I personally don't really want to be a thing.
Why not? Explain yourself, Steve.
I just don't think it'd really work. Because like we mentioned before, like I think the Godzilla vs. Kong is cool. It's interesting. When we start introducing weapons in the same scale as Godzilla,
It's 14-inch monster, by the way.
yeah, I was gonna say he's pretty big.
and it is $4,000 for it on Amazon.
Oh yeah, it's Amazon. You don't buy anything old on Amazon.
I'm trying to see the company that made it though.
Hasbro. Yeah,
Hasbro.
Okay, I was right. But like, if you, I feel like if you have Godzilla or even Kong versus Gypsy Danger of the same size, I feel like Gypsy's just gonna win every time, right? Because you got that stupid giant little saw blade sword, and he's just gonna stab him.
Here you go, Steve. I got you an
that thing! I've seen it before. I almost wanted to buy it just for giggles. Somebody made a paper mache of the Clover.
And they want $50 for it.
Yeah. Oh, it used to be more, I think, because it was like a big old joke about that thing. But anyways, like with the Jaegers being the same size like Godzilla and Kong and stuff, I think with the weaponry, especially like Gypsy Danger in particular, I think it's not a very fair fight. And I think that makes for a boring fight because he's got that giant sword.
You think the sword can
cut off Godzilla's head?
You think it can cut off like?
Because it's a giant... Well, I'm sure there's, like, giant monster movie reasons. Because I get the people that were like, well, how... Like, since he fell from the sky from Ghidorah dropping him, that makes him impervious to everything, I guess.
Yes.
Has been the arguments.
Yes,
but then he almost dies to elbow drops in 2014.
Sir Mudo, because they were...
They had so much of the... Like Mudo had so much...
There were nuclear...
testosterone at the time.
There were nuclear elbow drops.
Sure. It's a monster movie. You got to make things interesting. Granted, he probably should have been dead from dropping that high. Because he's like, he got bitten almost. Like, he was like, oh, Ghidorah's biting me. It hurts. After falling from that far, which would mean the bite shouldn't hurt him because he lived from falling.
It's like the same concept. There's a regular leg drop and there's Hulk Hogan leg drop. Hulk Hogan leg drop does more damage.
That's pretty much it.
There is the elbow drop and then there's the people's elbow. Okay? It's the same concept, Steve.
Anyways, swords aren't fair. When the monsters don't also have them. Granted, Kong has an axe, which, again, monster movie reasons, I feel like should just make Kong almost insta-win.
It should. Because, like,
outside of, like, Godzilla's beam, I think is, like, the deciding factor in that. But Kong have weapons, so Kong makes him
even, like, when
more dangerous
when they
Godzilla.
talk about, like, the whole Godzilla is, like, he has his own kind of Godzilla cells and heals faster and everything. The axe is made out of Godzilla parts. It should.
I'm pretty sure if he takes an axe to the brain, it ain't gonna do
it.
It
should
right?
like be able to chop.
But that's where I get like with Gypsy is like plasma cannon. Okay, we've seen monsters deal with that in the movies. It makes sense. But giant full sword.
Well, it's not even sword. It's like chainsaw sword.
When you watch like old Godzilla movies. None of the monsters have weapons like that because it makes it unfair. Even the mechas are all like missile weapon based. Kiryu had a little like switchblade that came out.
Gigan
had the hooks, which I feel like...
The chainsaw hands.
But he never got to use them because when he went to go use them, he got his head blown off.
Which is crap.
Right? Yeah. But again, it's like a lot of that stuff, like it makes the monsters unfair. And even like Chainsaw, it doesn't like... It goes in that deep if it would hit. But anyways, I feel like Gigan and Megalon were like the only outliers where like they should have been way more dangerous than they were.
That's why they killed them with like.
But then again,
instantly.
that was like kid movies, so it wasn't going to be in that same vein. But I feel like in the realm of if we're trying to be sort of real, swords are unfair.
Yeah.
Now the
especially
rest of the
chainsaw
Jaegers,
swords.
Not so much. Like Cherno Alpha against any of them, he's got.
Piston Fist.
What the fudge is that gonna do? Like Crimson Typhoon has like the saws, but like that, like even that doesn't really get that deep. Same with Striker Eureka. Like they're all like fairly fair weapons. Gypsy's the one that has the one shots, and even in the films, all these guys have problems because Gypsy has the one shot weapons, while everybody else actually has to try to do some damage.
Yeah, even like the Dark Gypsy from the second one.
Yeah, because it's like. Striker Eureka has like the one shot, but it's only like that one missile barrage.
Yeah.
And outside of that, can't really do it after that. Gypsy had multiple options.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that regard, I think introducing something like that into the Godzilla universe makes it not nearly as interesting in terms of battles.
It kind of makes sense. In another sense, I just want to see monsters, Godzilla, and robots fight.
No, it could be cool.
Can we just have like Pacific Rim versus Godzilla, but like Godzilla King of Monsters style was just dumb fun?
Like, I'm sure you can still pull it off. Because even like Uprising is, I think, a good example because like they have the sword blades and stuff in that anyways.
Yeah.
And it didn't really amount to much, but the battles are quick.
You know what I'm gonna do today,
I don't think
Steve?
I really want that for Godzilla.
I watch Pacific Rims today. I'm gonna edit these videos and want to watch Pacific Rim in the background.
The first one is the first one's still one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh God, yeah. I'm looking for that on 4K. I got it on
Uprising's
Blu-ray.
still like I enjoy it. Like it's a fun movie, but
It's
I don't.
King of
not,
Monsters Godzilla movie kind of form for me.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the best way that I think about it. Is Pacific Rim is like just as a film, it's fan freaking tastic. Pacific Rim Uprising is an awesome Power Rangers movie.
Yep, that's what it is.
It's like King of the Monsters. King of Monsters is a great monster movie, and for me, I think Skull Island was just a better movie.
Here we go again. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry we wasted 20 minutes of you to hear what Steve just said right there.
Help us defeat those Kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. Also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, look to you over the day with channel. Donate, we greatly appreciate it. See you guys next video.
Bye-bye.